Welcome to 5 Minute Freemasonry, the book review. My name is Scott Kroll, and today we'll be looking at the book The Craft and Its Symbols by Alan E. Roberts. This book is available from McCoy Publishing for about $16. There are several factors I consider when choosing a book to review for this podcast. The book must be easily obtainable for purchase. Second, it must be a good value for how much it cost. Third, it must be aesthetically pleasing in its presentation, which is a personal preference of mine. My final consideration will be, is the book well written and well researched? I will not be posting negative reviews, so I will be looking for this especially. When we are initiated, passed, and raised through the 3 degrees of the Blue Lodge, we are subject to a plethora of symbols and symbolic ritual. It is difficult to take it all in from experiencing it one time. Even with seeing these degrees conferred multiple times, it can be difficult to catch every meaning and the depth of every lecture. The Craft and Its Symbols by Alan E. Roberts is a straightforward look at the symbols of the 3 degrees of craft masonry. It serves to give the new Mason a point of reference for that which may have seemed overwhelming during their degree work. It also serves as a great starting point for the experienced Mason who is looking for a deeper understanding of his journey in Masonry. This book stays accessible by foregoing the more esoteric meanings that can be associated with our ritual. It focuses on symbolism as it relates to the building of our symbolic lodge through more practical applications to our lives. This is not to say that philosophy is absent from the book. The philosophy of using the symbols of the craft in relation to how we relate to God, ourselves, our families, other Masons, and those we daily interact with is the defining framework upon which this book is structured. By not diving down the rabbit hole that esoteric meanings can be, Roberts stays away from those subjects which can be interpreted in so many differing ways. He sticks to solid, foundational meanings upon which we as Masons can almost universally agree. It is interesting to read about symbols that are universal to all American Grand Lodges, despite the variances in our degree work that differ from state to state. The book is divided into 3 sections, each relating to one of the degrees. Each section is then further split into subsections. This structure makes for a straightforward read and makes the book useful as a resource for further study. The book is moderately illustrated with pictures showing various parts of the Hiramic legend. Each of the different items on the tracing boards for the 3 degrees are printed right above the sections of the text that discuss those particular objects. This also makes using the book for cross-referencing in the course of further study that much easier. There are also several Masonic poems at different points in the book used to help introduce ideas touched upon in the following sections. There is a foreword by Alphonse Serza, who collaborated on some parts of the book, and a preface by the author describing his aims in writing the book. The Craft and Its Symbols has a presentation page on which you can write who is giving this as a gift and who is receiving it, as well as the date it was given. Giving this gift to a new Mason beginning his journey in Freemasonry will help deepen his understanding of the craft. Given to the experienced Mason, it will serve not only as just a good refresher course on the symbols of the craft, it can also become an excellent starting point for deeper study into Masonic symbolism. You can order it directly from McCoy Publishing and Masonic Supply Company for a very reasonable price. Why not order several copies for your next class of newly raised Master Masons? The read will be well worth their time and yours. This has been Scott Kroll with 5 Minute Masonry.